Good day everyone. So we are going to explain 4 items from our problem set. So for the first item, we have 7.7 number 8. So we have f of x is equal to x cubed minus 1 over x cubed plus 3x minus 4 as a is equal to 1. So first is we need to express the f of x as limit. So we have the limit of x cubed minus 1 over x cubed plus 3x minus 4 as x approaches to 1. So we directly apply the limit. So we have y 1 cubed minus 1 over 1 cubed plus 3 times 1 minus 4. So since 1 cubed is equal to 1, so we have 1 minus 1, then over 1 plus 3, so 3 since 3 times 1 minus 4. So we have 0 over 0. So we have an indeterminate form. So we need to factor both numerator and denominator. So we have the limit of x minus 1 times x squared plus x plus 1 over x minus 1 times x squared plus x plus 4. So we cancel the common factor, which is the x minus 1. So we have x cubed ay x squared plus x plus 1 over x squared plus x plus 4 as x approaches to 1. So we apply the limit. So we have 1 squared plus 1 over 1 squared plus 1 plus 4. So we have 3 over 6 or 1 half. So therefore, our f of x is equal to x cubed minus 1 over x cubed plus 3x minus 4 as a is equal to 1 is 1 half. Then we have the third item, 7.9 number 16. So we have the integral of dx over 16 plus x squared from negative x to positive x. So first is we need to simplify the integral using symmetry. So our integral becomes 2 the integral of 1 over 16 plus x squared dx from 0 to x. Then we will take the limit as x approaches to infinity. So we have the limit as x approaches to infinity of 2 times the integral of 1 over 16 plus x squared dx from 0 to x. Then we have a standard form here, which is the integral of 1 over a squared plus x squared dx becomes 1 over a arctan times x over a plus c. So we will apply this on our limit where a squared is equal to 16 and a is equal to 4. So our limit becomes like this. So we have the limit as x approaches to infinity of 2 times the integral of 1/4 arctan times x over 4 from 0 to x. Then we multiply 2 and 1/4. So we have the limit as x approaches to infinity of 1/2 arctan times x over 4. Then we apply the limit. So we have pi over 2. Then 1/2 times pi over 2 is equal to pi over 4. So therefore, the integral is convergent and its value is pi over 4. The next is we have 7.8 number 18, which is the limit of ln cosine x over ln tangent x as x approaches to pi over 2 negative. So first is we apply the limit. So we have indeterminate form. So we will use substitution to simplify. So we'll let x as pi over 2 minus h, where h is equal to 0 positive. So we have the limit of ln cosine x over ln tangent x as x approaches to pi over 2 negative. So we apply the limit. So we have ln cosine times pi over 2 minus h over ln tangent times pi over 2 minus h. So it becomes ln times sine h over ln times 1 over tangent h. So it will become ln times sine h over negative ln tangent h. Then next, it becomes ln times sine h over ln times tangent h. So we have ln h over ln h, so it equal to 1. So therefore, negative limit of ln times sine h over ln tangent h as h approaches to 0 positive is equal to negative 1. So we have the last item, we have number 36. So we have the two functions and the interval, so which is the f of x is equal to ln times x plus 1, and we have g of x is equal to ln x, and we have the interval 1 and 2. So we have two functions and the interval. So we will use the Cauchy mean value theorem, which is this one. So we have f prime of c over g prime of c, which is the derivatives of f of x and g of x, is equal to f of b minus f of a over g of b minus g of a. So next is we evaluate the endpoints, and we evaluate the endpoints and we derive the two functions. Then after that, we substitute all of these to the theorem. So it becomes 1 over c plus 1, which is the f prime of x, divided by 1 over c, which is the g prime of x, is equal to f of 2 minus f of 1 over g of 2 minus g of 1. Then we substitute again. So we have f of 2 here is equal to ln 3, and f of 1 here we have ln 2, g of 2 here we have ln 2, and g of 1 we have 0. So it becomes 1 over c plus 1 divided by 1 over c is equal to ln 3 minus ln 2 over ln 2 minus 0. The next is we divide the two fractions and we subtract. So we have c is equal to c over c plus 1 is equal to ln 3 halves over ln 2. Then it becomes c is equal to c plus 1 times ln 3 halves over ln 2. Then we multiply both sides by c plus 1. So we have c is equal to c times ln 3 halves over ln 2 plus ln 3 halves over ln 2. Then next is we subtract the c. We c times ln 3 halves over ln from both sides. So we have c times 1 minus ln 3 halves over ln 2 is equal to ln 3 halves over ln 2. Then after that, we divide both sides. So we have c is equal to 3 halves over ln 3 divided by 3 halves. So we have here c is equal to ln 3 halves over ln 4 halves, 4 over 3. So the final answer is c is equal to ln 3 halves over ln 4 over 3.